Hi, I'm Persaus Cardillo. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Seattle, Washington. Today I'm going to be reading a monologue that I kind of put together for your guys' entertainment. Thank you. Enjoy. Don't need therapy. I don't need to be here. I'm not insane. Just because I'm obsessed with one NBA player, and anyone in their right mind who has seen Jeremy Lin on the basketball court would be obsessed too. That's what my mom and sister don't get. That's why they wanted me to come talk to you. But I don't need to be here. I'm only here because I was caught talking about Jeremy at my dad's funeral. I never would have said anything, but my cousin, Arnie, is like, Jeremy Lin is a passing fad. If my dad had heard that, he would have gotten out of that coffin and whooped his ass. I actually looked over at my dad laying in our living room in his Sunday best and expected him to get up. Of course he didn't, so I had to inform Arnie myself that Jeremy Lin's dribbles are the best of the best. That him making his way down the court is a sight to see. Arnie tells me the only reason that he's getting all this attention is because he's the first Asian in the NBA. My dad would have kicked him out of the house by now, but I didn't. So I decided to start a heated little debate with Arnie and challenged him to a game of air basketball in the mudroom. That's around the same time as some of my relatives said it seemed as though I was insensitive or something to go play air basketball in the mudroom while everyone else was grieving and mourning the loss of my dad. And I don't even care. I lost my dad. My dad, not them. So then, for the next 2 weeks, Lynn kicked major ass. My dad would have been so pumped, and I couldn't get myself to go to all these stupid family activities. Lynn was on fire, you know? And my mom was having this dinner in order to remember my dad, but I told her I was sick so I could stay home and watch the game. My dad never would have missed a game for a silly dinner. Before Lynn even made it into the NBA, my dad knew who he was. My dad followed college ball and loved Lynn. He played at Harvard. My dad said once he got into the NBA, he wasn't really figuring himself out yet, but my dad could see that he had greatness, and he would also tell me about that, about myself. So Dad and I would talk about basketball for hours. So I guess that's why I just don't want to stop talking about basketball, you know? To be honest, as long as I'm shooting hoops or talking with Arnie and watching the games like it's a religion, it never feels like he's actually gone. That's why I don't understand why they can't just understand. I'm not insensitive, I'm just trying to figure it out without him. They all want to be sad he's gone, but he's not. He's with me. I'm keeping him with me. So, if they sent me here so I'd stop, I'm not gonna stop talking about basketball. I'm not gonna stop watching it. I'm not gonna stop thinking about my dad or talking about him. They think I need this talk therapy, like it's gonna help. But I actually have it all figured out, you know, so. You follow basketball? Really? What team? Cut.